So yes, we are back again, and straight away we are continuing with Funware PHUN stock. It has lost close to half of all it gained today. At some point it reached $20. So right now we have a price of 9.76, and the gain is now 539.72. Even at that 533%. 533%. So, well, given the astronomical gain it ran up, yes, you would expect the stock to retrace and say trade sideways. That is what we're looking at right now. So the stock closed the previous session at $1.56 or thereabouts. So look at where it is now, 9.79. It was a crazy session, halted severally. Even with the halting, it continued to extend on at at the initial set of halts. When the halts were lifted, the stock zoomed off further, and even after all of these things, we have seen the stock even retrace. We've seen the stock retrace to all the way down to $7, and it's now back up again to 9.87. So it's still relentless, still very, very relentless. Yes, okay, 9.78, 9.709, and the volume. Let's get to the daily model and see the volumes we are talking about here. 515 million. 515 million. The float of the stock is 68 million. This is unbelievable. The scarcity of the stock is still an issue here. The stock is trying to get back to $10. At some point when we started this video, somebody asked in the previous stream, in the previous live coverage, somebody asked if we could give a price target. We chose a modest difference in closing prices, and we did a 361.8% extension from that, and I can't exactly remember the figure were achieved, but all I can remember very well is that while we were watching, this was in pre-market, I kept on setting 3 price targets, and they all were all knocked out. So 3 times lucky. And if I had put money in there in the stock, then that would have been really good. But yes, that's how crazy it was for PHUN stock. Yes, thank you very much if you just joined us. Yes, we are back again, and we are looking at PHUN. It is relentlessly trying to go back to $10 at least. $10 at least. Somebody asked, the same person that asked about price targets. He asked if the stock could reach $10, and I told him it was really ambitious for it. If it's going to get there, that would be really ambitious. And even before the market opened, it reached $10. And then somebody was also reporting from his book orders that he could see that there was a $50 price target. People were placing orders. I don't know how he saw that. People were placing orders, and he saw $50 there, and then even reported he saw up to $120 or thereabout. So I think amongst other things, the stock may be scarce, and it is just a small fraction, relatively small fraction, that is just available for market participants to trade. And also given as well the fundamentals, the stock is associated with the Trump media tech, so you can pretty much call it an insider, and it was a penny stock before now. Yes, if you just joined us, thank you very much. So let's just move on and see what DWAC is doing. Okay, DWAC up 129.41%. Let's look at the 1 minute model. DWAC up 127.03%. So this is the stock that obviously PHUN is drawing sympathy from, but PHUN, I don't know, has would I say done tremendously well. This is just a spark stock. This company will raise the funds and take the company public, but PHUN is the company that, so hopefully we are expecting will develop the app. So we are all expecting, yes, we just hope that will be the case, because if it turns out not to be the case, then it will be quite disastrous. Okay, let's look at CEI, Camber Energy. Let's see what it's doing in this session. It's down 10.49%, just as it was all through the pre-market. PROG, Progenity up 16%. Just trading slightly above its all of its moving averages at the moment. This is the daily 1 minute live model, and the momentum is trying to improve. It's getting bullish. The fast line has crossed the slow line based on its 14-period slow stochastic oscillator, and the strength is just holding out at 52.98. Let's look at SALM. SALM Media Group up 11.37%. The stock has been moving sideways for some time now, and has broken through all the supports it has, and it's just breaking out slightly downwards. It's oversold, or getting oversold based on the momentum, but the RSI is indicating that is some weakness for the stock. SALM Media up 11.86%. So let's look at PBTS. Power Bridge Technology is penny stock, up 8.33%. It's battling weeks of weakness on the on its momentum. The fast line is below the slow line, and as it regards its momentum, and it's also getting weaker as it concerns its strength based on what the RSI is indicating. So let's look at PTLO. Portillo's Inc. up 42.35%, extending bullishly as it broke through the 50-day moving average resistance, and at some point it did extend up to 43.81. so what we have right now is actually not as high as it was before. Sometime 1 o'clock Eastern US time, well, that was when it reached 43.87. so right now it's at 41.37. okay, let's look at PHUN. Firmware up, okay, losing value now, down to $8.44. Yes, we have seen it retrace all the way down to $7 and extend back up to $10. So let's see how things are going to pan out this time around. So I think it's attempting to return to $9. Yes, yes, it has breached that $9 resistance. I think that resistance was somewhere around its 200-day moving average. It has been moving sideways, and everything, all the moving averages have all bunched up. So right now, I think it's getting some resistance from the 10-day moving average. The market participants are still relentless. They are still hell-bent on pushing the stock back up. They're still hell-bent on taking it back to $20, I think. You know. So let's see what we have here. So at some point it reached $24, and I was just thinking it was just $20. It reached $24. Unbelievable stuff. Yes, it's extending back. It might reach $10 again. Okay, the MACD has since crossed the first line of the 14 period slow stochastic oscillator has crossed the slow line. It's extending now. Okay, really sorry, we had our internet was a bit patchy, but I think we are live now. We're back up now. 496. The stock is extending, going back to trying to get back to $10. Getting a lot of resistance from its moving averages. I think the 20-day and the 20-day right now, that's where the resistance is. Let's have a look at DWAC. Okay, DWAC still sustained its 120% gain, moving sideways as well. Momentum is strongly bullish. PROG. PROG up 12.4%. Also moving sideways as well. It reached 3.28 dollars at some point. SALM Media Group up 13.75%. Stock is also moving sideways as well. They all ran up huge gains when the market opened, a few minutes when the market opened, a few minutes after the market opened. That's what we're seeing with these stocks. So let's look at CRTD. Created Inc. up 63.18, also the same pattern as well. Just before 10 a.m. Eastern US time, it reached 9.4281 and has since pulled back and now moving sideways. Okay, let's PBTS, that would be the next one. PBTS, Power Bridge Technologies up 8.34, same pattern as well, moving sideways if not even retracing. Okay, extended in the just before 10 a.m. Eastern US time and then pulled back, got support just above its 50-day moving average, pulled back again even higher than where it reached, this time around to 1.89, roughly $1.9. Move, pulled back again, but has lost all the momentum. So let's look at PTLO, Yes, if you just joined us, thank you very much. We're just quickly having a look at some of the active stocks, and we'll get back to PHUN. So Portillo's Inc. up 38.76%, and this stock has been extending nicely. Not with it didn't gap up as such. It did slightly gapped up slightly in the pre-market, but since that time it's been extending nicely. No steep extensions, so it's been moving up nicely and decently. If not, it would have probably crashed. Okay, well, we saw there is some spike here, because I mean what we're looking at here is this extension is a steep one, and it tends to cause the stock to pull back. And when it does that, it also, when it pulls back, there's a good chance what will follow is a sideways movement. So that's what we're looking at right now. So let's look at PHUN. Okay, down to 8.93. We have actually seen the stock extend. Sorry, we saw it retrace from $24 down to $7 and then back to $10. Now it's at 8.9 right now. It's unbelievable stuff that happened to this stock. For some months now, we have not seen stocks extend by double digits. We've not seen stocks run up double-digit gains, but today we just saw 1,000% 4-digit gain for this stock. It closed the previous session at 1.54 thereabout, and at some point it reached $24.